How you doing? And welcome to Neither Real Music. I'm Ed. Today we're going to be looking at C Major Pentatonic. And before we get started, please remember to subscribe and ring the bell so that you know when other lessons come in, especially if you enjoyed this. So let's take a look at the C Major Pentatonic scale. Pentatonic means 5 notes. Unlike diatonic, which has 7 notes. A pentatonic scale strips away some of the notation that creates tension within a scale. That tends to be why it's used most often in a solo, because some of the notes are missing. In a C major pentatonic, the 5 notes we're going to be working with are C, D, E, G, and A. The best place to play the C major pentatonic is all the way up here in 7th position. So we're going to be putting our first finger on our 7th fret, 2nd and 8th, 3rd and 9th, 4th and 10th. Positions help organize the guitar so that you can remember where certain things are. Let's take a look at what this scale is. I'll start my metronome, and we can play along, and then I'll teach you how to play it. One, two, three, four. So that is your basic C major pentatonic shape. Let's take a look at that one more time, but I'll say the letters as they're being played. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D. While you are learning to play scales like this, it's important that you learn to play them both forward and backwards. In musical terms, we call this ascending and descending. The first time I showed you this, we were ascending. We were going from the lowest note to the highest note. Now I'll take a moment and show you how to play it descending, going from the highest note to the lowest note. So as we did before, I will play the scale, give you an opportunity to see what it is, and then I will play the scale while saying the letters out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's take a look at this while I say the letters and play them. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, C, A, G, E, D, C, A, G, E, D, C. A little piece of the puzzle that's going to help you learn this is to try to practice 2 things while playing this scale. 1 is try to always use the same finger in the same fret. Don't wiggle around. Don't try to use a fret that doesn't use the finger that's assigned to it. So if your first finger's on 7th fret, you don't want to stick your 2nd finger in there. The reason your hand wants to do this is because your brain always will default to what it already knows before trying to learn something new. If you let it do that, you will ultimately sacrifice strength in your playing. Your pinky will never get stronger, and the coordination between fingers that you don't normally use in conjunction will never develop. The second thing you want to practice is alternate picking. Since there are 2 notes on each string, this is the perfect opportunity to learn how to pick down and up. Every other note is opposite of what you just played. So even if you make a mistake and do 2 downs or 2 ups, and you realize in that moment that you've made that mistake, you can change it. So every other pluck is a different direction for your pick. Now let's play this ascending and descending one right after the other, so this way you have an opportunity to play this scale a couple of different times. I'm going to repeat this idea over and over, so this way you have something to practice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeating that section is the perfect opportunity to learn this pattern. If you feel comfortable with what you've done on this pattern, you could take a look at this solo. There will be a tab going along with it. I'll play it out for you, and then you could use the tab to learn how I played it. The solo will have chords going along with it. It is a basic 1-4-5 pattern in the key of C major. 1-4-5 is the letter C, F, and G as the chords, all major. Once again, we'll have our metronome going, and this way you can hear everything and have something to count along to know that you're in the right spot while playing your solo. Let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. Remember to take your time with these patterns. Try to fit them in, try to make sure they're on beat with the rest of the music. I'm going to play this one more time with some different chords, something a little bit more jazzy, to give you something more colorful to fit the solo into. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope this helped you gain some perspective on C Major Pentatonic, a Occasionally, I will put up small solos that use scales together. This way you have an opportunity to learn how chords and scales work together. As I said in the beginning of this video, if you're really enjoying this kind of a lesson, please subscribe. Ring the bell, this way you know when the notifications pop up and I put up a new lesson. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. Good luck and good practice.